Hola, estudiantes. Yo quiero explicar. I want to explain reverso. Okay? So I know we talked about it in class. Just want to make sure you have the writing exactly the way that I want you to do it. Okay? So I want to explain to you, again, the reverso translation, also dual writing. So let's go through this. So let's review how to look up what we want to say. Okay? So let's look at that sentence first. So you take your sentence, copy it, and go to reverso. Put it there. Let's review how to look up what we want to say. Now, I already know that that sentence is too long to get to good research on that, but I'm going to put it in there. Okay. And like I said before, this translation here is a computer translation, so it's not reliable. But you can go ahead and take that for a moment and put that over here in your writing. So where's our writing? Right here. Okay. So I'm going to put it right below it. So put that there. That way I have something to work with. Let me get this one a little bit further down. Okay, so here, and actually I want to put my Spanish on top and my English below. So Spanish on top. Okay, so let's review how to look up what we want to say. So let's start with let's review since it was too big, right? Let's see what we got in the translation. So it says down here, let's review how. Revisemos cómo. Revisaremos cómo. Let's review how. Let's see how. There's, okay. All right. Revisemos cómo. Revisaremos. Okay, so I am seeing this one. Revisemos twice here. That one's with es. Now I know from my research of Spanish already that es means is, and I'm not looking up is, but let's research how. I don't see this repasemos. So I have two choices here. I can either take repasemos and look it up with the Spanish. So I would take the English out of here and put that in there, and then switch it to Spanish. Let's go over, let's review. Repasemos. Hey, that's exactly what I mean. Let's go over. So I can use that, okay? So in that way, on my writing, I'm going to keep that one. Repasemos. Good job, machine translation. You did it. How to look up. We want to look up how to look up. So let's go back. Okay, here's our whole thing. So let's take out let's review. And let's look and see what it says. How to look up. Como buscar. Como, I have one without an accent. Como buscar, como buscar. I have more than one here that has the accent. And look, that's exactly what I got in my translation. So once again, I can go along with that. Okay, it hasn't let me down. Now, even if this translation is perfect, you can't depend on that every time. So again, because it's just an automatic thing, it doesn't have context, it doesn't have feeling, it just knows word, 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 word. Okay, so como buscar, we're going to keep that too. So now we need to have what we want to say. What we want to say. Okay, and it gave us lo que queremos decir. So let's look up this one. Okay, you can log in here with Reverso with your Google and get more results. Okay, so it gave us what we want, right? What we want. Okay, lo que quiero. So I'm getting what I had here is used twice down here, so I can trust that. Okay, and then I'm going to take out what because it's not giving me to say. So I'm going to take out what we want to say. You never want to take your person off. We want to say decir to say. Okay, so in that way I go back to my writing and I can keep all of that Spanish that the automatic gave me. Okay, next we have dual writing. So let's look up that. So dual writing, I go back to Reverso. Dual writing, and let's see what it gives us. It's giving me some words here, no machine translation. Okay, so I have to do a little research here. So dual, I want to look up dual. So let me click on the words it gave me. Actually, I look down here. Dual system of writing, dual escritura, doble, redactar. So it performs dual functions of a writing. Not quite what I'm saying. Writing dual statements, that's kind of what I'm doing. Writing declaraciones duales. So I could use that one. But it has the style of writing dual. Okay, that one could work. But look, it has statement, so it's plural. Notice how, now my experience with Spanish is I know if it has an ES, it's plural. You'll get there as you keep having more experience. So we look down here, doble, escribiendo, doble, escribir, doble. Okay, so we could use that. Now, I know that writing, again, is a verb, so I'm not really comfortable, again, with my knowledge of Spanish, to use escribir. So I do like doble. So I want to look at doble just to make sure it means what I want it to say. Dual, dual, dual. And then since escribir is here, and it does mean writing, but I know that it's a verb, and my sentence is not a verb, it's a noun. I want to say dual writing, like it's the system that I'm using. So I kind of want to just look a little further. Escritura, and there it has writing, cinema writing, 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 writing. Okay, so now I've got two different words. So I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going to put my doble with it. Okay, escritura doble. Okay, and I'm going to switch it to Spanish. I'm going to verify that that would be something someone would say. So let me look for something that's going to say, yeah, a native would say that, or no, that's just something you made up. Okay, so I've got double writing. That's what I'm trying to do, right? Escritura doble. Yay, jackpot, right? We can look at the other ones. Escritura doble. So D to, that's not really, scriptures, that's not really what we're talking about. Okay, double while two parts. That's what we're talking about. Typing at double speed, not quite. So we have that one. And since I chose escritura over escribir, I do want to just kind of double check. Would escribir give me a better one? Okay, write the double arrow. That's not what I'm going for. Written double spaced. Not quite what I'm going for. So it does look like that escritura doble is what I want. So I'm going to copy that one. Okay, so I'll go back over here, put it above it. Okay, I am getting a little bit over, so I'm going to take that there. Okay, move that over, and maybe even take this one down to the next line. Okay. So, there we go. Okay, so my next sentence is, please only write, so what is escritura doble? Please only write one line of each language at a time. Okay, so I'm going to take that one, go over here to my escritura doble, to my reverso. Okay, I need to clear out that Spanish, put this back. Okay, there we have it. Please only write one line of each language at a time. Por favor, sola escriba. Okay, una línea. So it's giving me, please only write one, only write. Okay, so I'm seeing here the please is used, so I can use that. And then only write, escribe una does it ever use solo escriba? Let's look at that. We got escribir un solo, escribir sola, solo escribes, escribir únicamente, sola escribir, solamente. So there are some different options here, but I am seeing something close, okay? So, but I do know that it stopped only at escriba. Okay, so I'm going to have to use the rest. Also, my knowledge of Spanish tells me that this escriba is the usted form. So I'm down here, actually the best one would be escribe, right here. Escribe únicamente. So let's see what that one means. Please only write in English, okay? Only write in English. We're sorry, but we can't read any other language. Does that mean what I'm saying? Only? Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to copy that one instead of using this solo escriba. Okay? So I'm going to copy that one. Where's that? Okay? And I'm going to put that over here in my writing. Spanish on top. Okay? And bold. Like that. Okay? So I'm on only write. Okay? So I need to move that over just a little bit. Okay, just kind of help myself out. Or I can leave it there if I don't want to break up my sentence. Okay, so that I know from that I'm going to have to move this one down. Okay, so only write one line of each language at a time. Let's go back to our translation right here. Okay, write, because it stopped here. So only write, so one line. I'm taking out the please only write. One line of each language. Una línea de cada idioma. So let's see if that's working. Una línea para cada. Una línea de cada. Una línea de cada. So we know it's used a lot, so we can depend on that translation. But it's only giving me one line of each. One line of each. So it didn't go to language. Okay? So I'm going to take out. So I'm going to use that una línea de cada. Or I could have copied that down here as well. Right here. Una línea de cada. Either one. Make sure you don't copy this whole thing or any extra words. Okay, so I go back on top. Okay, una línea de cada. I still need each. So I've gotten up to each. So now I need language at a time. Language at a time. Okay, language at a time, and that is what it gave us in the translation too. Idioma a la vez. So let's go back. Idioma a la vez, idioma a la vez. I think I can trust that one, right? It's used 3 times. So I copy that, and now I've got that one. Okay, so please only write 1 line of each language at a time. So notice how I have, this line is only Spanish, solamente español, and this line is only English, inglés. So if you don't know what I'm saying, you can look at this and see what I mean, right? Okay, so we're going to stop there, and that kind of goes a little far over, so I'd like to go down here. So make the Spanish bold, and on top. Now that's a really kind of like colloquial, like almost like a slang way of saying that. So there might have to change that. So make the Spanish bold and on top. So let's go here. We're on Reverso. Go back here. All right, let's see what it gives us. This one seems a little crazy. Okay, so hacer. Now I know from my experience that hacer means to do. So it's not even conjugating the verb. It doesn't say, that's not saying who's doing it. It's just saying to make, or making, or the ability to make Spanish. Okay, and then bold and on top. Okay, so it says make the Spanish, make the Spanish. So see how there's all different kind of words here. So is there another way I could say instead of make? I could say write, right? That might be better, because notice how there were so many different choices down here for making. Okay, I do see hace, but I don't ever see hacer. Okay, and you hardly ever want to ever use a verb that has an R on it. Okay, so I'm going to go there. These are things you'll learn. After this year, you're going to do this so well. Okay, so write the Spanish. Escribe. Look, there's no R there. Let's look down here. Escriba. Okay. Escribir. Escribe. I'm seeing it used there. Escribe. Okay. So I think here I can trust it. El español. And then bold. Does it have bold down here? Write the Spanish. Write the Spanish. There's no bold. Okay. Well, I'm afraid here if I take out write away from bold, I think that's going to give me like, hey, you're just a bold personality. So I'm going to copy this, write the Spanish into my Reverso, into my writing here. Okay, and then I'm going to go back here and take out the Spanish and see how if it's en negrita is correct for bold. Okay, so escribe en negrita, escribe. I'm seeing negrita there. Escribe. Negrita again, negrita. Okay, so I think I can trust that en negrita. Okay. So I'm going to put that back over here, and maybe I'll put it here. That way it's with that word. So then the Spanish is not breaking it in half. And on top. So what's my verb for and on top? It's right on top. So I need to go back here. Let's see if I can just say and on top. Let's see what it gives us. Oops. And on top. Okay, on top of, I don't want on top of, I want on top. Okay, so here we have and on top. That's what it gave us in the translation. There it is again. Okay, double size, bold, double size, and on top. Oh, and there's our negrilla. It's close. Okay, so we're going to use that one as well. So we put that there. Okay. And okay, we'll make it bold. Oh, and I noticed that mine changed, so let me just paint that formatting. Boop. Right? Okay. Make the English underneath. So I'm going to put that here. Okay. Make the English underneath. And I learned from this that I should say write. So I'm going to put in here write the English directly underneath. So let's put that back up here. And, looks like I left my T off. Okay, so write the English directly underneath. Oh, I left the T. There's my T. Oops. Okay. Write the English directly underneath. So we have write the English, write the English. Okay, this one's not as good, but it did see write the English. So I'm going to keep that. I think I like that. Directly underneath, that didn't give me that one. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this since it doesn't go away. Oh, just copy it right there. Copy, put it over here. Boop. Okay. And then I'm going to check to make sure this directly underneath is correct. So let me go back. Directly underneath. directly underneath. There it is. Okay, so we can use that one. So done with that one. Please underline the verb. This is something we didn't quite get to in our lesson, so you do need to go back and do this. Please underline the verb. So let me copy that one over. Put that over here. Close that out. Okay. Please underline the verb. Okay, por favor, we already know is correct. Underline. We need to know if that subraye is correct or not. Subraye, subraya. Now, I see here that the verb is subrayar, and since I'm talking to you, I know from my experience that I use subraya. Again, you will get there. And then los verbos. Is that what it said? It said the verb. And we know here verbos is plural. I think we can be okay with it being singular, right? So we'll copy that one. And I'm going to put it there. Oh, and I'm going to change that E to an A. All right. So there's all of our steps. And I don't really like this one sticking out here. So I'm going to take that down. Oops. So now I got to do some work here. So I'm going to enter that down. And then I'm going to put the Spanish on top of it. Okay. And since this is like that, I guess I want to move this over here too. Since I kind of broke up all of the other sentences, right? Okay. There. Now it looks a little bit neater. And I know that in Spanish they use a space on each side. And in English we use 2 spaces. Actually now it's 1, isn't it? Before. I don't remember. There's a rule with that. It used to be 2. I don't know if they changed that already. Okay. So let's make sure we followed our steps. So let's review. Regresemos con buscar lo que queremos decir. If I wanted to be extra picky, I could go back to reverso and switch. But it's really important that it's perfect. I can put it in there and I can check to see, does it say? Let's go over how to look for what we mean. That's what I'm trying to say, right? And then I can listen to it. So I go back. I want to listen to it.
Let's go over how to look.
I got that language down, right? Let's go with the other one.
Repasemos cómo buscar lo que queremos decir.
Let's do it again.
Repasemos cómo buscar lo que queremos decir.
So I can listen to it and it means what I want it to say. And I can go through all of those, okay? And check that. Dual writing. It says, please only write 1 line of each language at a time. Did I do that? Did I do that? Yes, I did. Right? It's not written where it's like spilling over into the next line. Make the Spanish bolded on top. Boom, boom, boom. Make the English directly underneath. But, right? Please underline the verb. We have not done that. That's something we didn't do in class either. So you need to go back to your post. So the verb. Let's review. Review. Okay? So the verb is the action. And if you're not sure, just try to think about, okay, what's happening? What am I doing? Look up is a verb. Okay, what we want to say. Those are all verbs. Okay? It's okay if you're not good at this yet. It's all right. Dual writing. Please only write. That's the verb. Okay? Oops. 1 line of each language at a time. That's all I'm doing is writing in that sentence, right? Make the Spanish. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me undo that. I need to do it in Spanish. So there was my review. Underline. And I guess I should do it in English as well. So I'll underline how to look up. Underline. Look up. Underline. What we want to say. Underline. Underline. Okay. And then writing. Please only write. Underline. And again, I know this is your first time. You'll get good at this. Okay. Underline. And then down here, write. Okay, so we'll underline that. And then make, even though we could change that to write if we wanted to be correct. Okay, and then, exactly the same, underline. And we'll change that to write as well. Okay, and then underline, which is what we're doing. Ironic, subraya. Okay. So that is the end of that, okay? So make sure you've done all of that with your post on Thursday's live class, okay? All right, muchas gracias.